Hey guys.
We're here on Monday to do one of our famous double headers. We're starting off with a band that was requested to us by their PR folks, and it's none other than Zornheim.
Nurnheim.
The Opposed. Yeah, it's Zornheim. Sounds like an evil villain.
It just sounds like the evil version of
Nurnheim?
Yeah, it's like their rival village.
I love that idea. I don't think that's the case at all, but the thought process, I like it. But it also sounds a little bit like an evil villain from The Mandalorian.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I've been chased by Zornheim.
Maybe not that. Maybe like an evil Norse god.
Oh, I like that idea too. I mean, today you're going all
Norse.
Yeah, you're going all Odin with your word associations, for lack of a better term. All right, the name of the song is The Opposed. I know that these guys are working on a new record, but this is something from their older material, if you will.
Okay.
All right, so are you ready to dive into this?
Yeah.
Oh, let's do it.
Take me to cell block A. I want to see inmate A27.
What do you think? What's your take on the video and the song?
Honestly, that was cool. That was really cool, especially like even the stuff at the end here with the kind of old-looking drawings.
Almost like a comic book.
Yeah, or kind of like Victorian England. Kind
Oh, that's the whole vibe. But I'm saying like the way it finishes, it looks like more like almost like a comic book.
The second one over here looks like a comic. The other one just looks like an old drawing. It doesn't look like a
Okay,
comic book.
for me the whole thing looks like a
Whatever,
comic book.
you can say. You asked me, and
Okay.
I'm giving you my thing.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
So, all right.
But overall, I thought it was really, really cool. I was so confused. I'm like, what the fuck is on the back of his head that he's so embarrassed about? And then
Well, it took me a while to figure that out too.
and then I see the face, and I'm like, oh.
Okay, but is it really there, or is it just in his mind?
I have no idea. That's the thing. Is
Because to me, I don't think it's actually there. I think in his mind, there's this it's almost like a Jekyll and Hyde thing. So he's one way in the front, and then he looks a different. He has this monster side of him in the back. I don't think it's actually there. I think he thinks it's there, and I think he imagines people seeing it and being scared by it. That's why he wraps it before he went out. But I think that he goes through this hallucination period and he cuts, but he ends up cutting himself. That's how he ends up in that asylum, in that insane asylum. I don't think there's
with
actually
his cello with him. It's happy. I'm happy that they gave him his cello.
You know what I thought was strange is that they have a guy in a locked room in an insane asylum, and the window is open.
Yeah. And
Like I was like,
there's a cello in his room.
it's
When I
like,
saw the
dude,
cello,
you know,
I'm
like
okay.
you could just like jump out of the window. Like this is not really like
I was also
this is
thinking.
not like good medical practices here.
I was also thinking when I saw the cello, I'm like, oh, they're gonna use it in the song. I'm like, you're not gonna have it there and not use
Why
it.
would the fuck would you have a cello in the video and then not use it as part of the
Exactly,
music?
but when I saw it there, I'm like, they're gonna use it in the song. It would be a waste just to have it there for decor. You need to use it in the song, and I'm happy that they even had a little break where you just hear.
Yeah. I thought that was really cool.
The cello,
Actually,
yeah,
I thought that was really
nice.
cool. As far as the story in the video goes, I'm sticking to my guns. I don't think that there was actually something in the back of his head. I think that's just his mind. He sees it there. He thinks it's there, so he assumes that other people also see it, and I don't think that was real. And I think that's how he ends up in that asylum. It's by him cutting himself.
It makes more sense now that you're saying it because he would be in the asylum only because that he would. Cut
Yeah,
himself
so
and it's not
the
actually there.
video would almost start with him already in the asylum getting a vaccine. I mean, fuck, if the COVID vaccines were with a syringe as big as that one in the video, there's no way I would get mine. I mean, that shit was like for horses. Did you see it? When the doctor walks into the room, the syringe is like fucking this big. It's like one of those black dildos in Are We Naughty? Fuck, that shit was big. Anyways, the video starts with a guy already in the asylum, so I think what you see afterwards
Is how he got there.
Exactly. It's a little bit of how he ended up being there. So I don't think it's like he's there, he takes the wrapping off, he starts playing the cello, and suddenly everything is fine and he's back to his normal life. No, it's almost like a flashback to how everything started, how he got to that
That's
point.
kind of how I thought it was. I thought it was, he
Oh, you thought it was in sequence?
Yeah, because he was also at the table and the two people saw
No, but if
it.
you saw at the end of the video, it starts as it started. It ends as it started with a little glimpse of him in the room, like in a corner with the stuff wrapped around his head. So I feel like it's giving you a glimpse of where he is, and then everything you see from that point on, almost until the end of the video, is how he got there.
Yeah, it makes more sense.
All right, that's where I'm going with, and I still believe that there was nothing in the back of his head. It was just all in like the insanity of his mind. Because it took me forever to even figure out what the fuck was on the back of his head.
Yeah, and then I kept seeing like the mixture between a goblin and Venom.
I thought about Venom too. I actually thought about Venom too. I was like, fuck, this guy's turning into Venom.
Yeah.
But not in the front, in the back.
Yeah, it's like a mixture between a goblin and Venom. Because it had like the goblin nose and everything.
I know, but when he was playing the cello with a Venom-looking face, that was badass.
Oh, that was really cool.
Fuck, that was really
And the
cool.
guy was pulling him back.
Yeah. Because he sees himself that way. So it's a really interesting. I think I got the concept of the video, but you never really know until you talk to the person who actually created the video and the song and everything else. Now, outside of the video, the track itself, I know you wanted the cello, you saw it there, you wanted
was
in
happy
it,
with
you
it.
got it.
I was happy with the cello. The song was good. I mean, the song went really well with the whole video and the whole very big feeling the song gave you. It also had that very how do I say cinematic
Theatrical?
Theatrical. That's
I got some major Flesh God Apocalypse vibes.
that too because of the cello mostly and the other components into the song.
Yeah, making the song feel very theatrical. It
Make
had
you
that
feel very big.
very big, yeah.
And I really enjoyed it, especially the vocals. Vocals were
Oh
awesome.
fuck, the vocals were awesome.
And it was even better when you saw him with the mask.
The song, the vocals, I felt that really matched the intensity that the track had. It was not like they were working against each other. The two were just really perfect for one another. And the cello and all the theatrical elements, the symphonic elements that come in, makes the song feel so big, so grandeur. And then the fact that the video has that Victorian look to it, everything is just perfect.
Yeah.
When you think of the cellos, when you think of the sound that the song creates, then you're looking at the visuals of the video. Everything is just like has this theatrical horror vibe to it that I just absolutely love. So I really enjoyed this track. I like this sound. I like this kind of like symphonic death metal sound that I just love it. But I was getting some Flesh God Apocalypse vibes.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's not a bad thing. That's not necessarily.
No, it's not a bad thing.
So I really enjoyed it. But I was with you when I saw the cello. I was like, oh, this better
Be
this,
used.
This better be put to use. You know, and that little piece, I almost wanted them to do maybe a little bit of a solo. Like that piece was cool, but
We
a
wanted
little
them to
bit
take it a step
longer.
forward.
Yeah, just increase it a little bit. Like drop everything and just like give me a little. It was so good. Like when it came in, it was so good. I just wanted a little bit more of it.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Just a little bit more.
But it was really nice in the background.
It was nice. It really helped to that whole theatrical vibe. But when you give me that little bit of coming into the forefront on its own,
You kind of.
I kind of wanted
want more.
I kind of wanted a little bit more of it, just to stay for a little bit longer. It was just really quick. It came in and
Yeah.
it was gone. All right, guys, this is it for this video. But this is a Monday doubleheader, so there's another video coming right after. Don't go anywhere. See ya.
See ya.